Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing an undercut high taper. Alright guys, so right here we're going to start with the trimmer and set our first bald line. Here where I point my finger, that's where you want to do the bald line. I hope you guys learned from the last video. I know it wasn't the best quality, but we're working on it and getting better every day. Alright guys, here we got our shaver and we're going to pass it right below that bald line. Guys, a good tip I can give you guys for passing that shaver: don't pass it all the way to that bald line, because you will create a harsh line, and those harsh lines are very hard to take out. So to avoid that, you want to make sure you flick out just before the shaver touches the bald line. Alright guys, here we got the blade all the way open. So right here where my finger is, we want to do our first guideline. Alright guys, now we're going to lower the lever halfway and start softening up that line. Alright, here we're going to close the lever all the way and we're going to finish blending that line. Remember to play with the lever until you fade the line. Guys, if you're learning and you like the content, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment. Make sure you follow me on IG. My IG is in the top left corner, so make sure you hit follow. Alright, here I came in with my clipper and I'm just blending the beard. Nothing too serious. I'm not going to be getting too deep into blending the beard. I'll keep that for another video. Alright guys, here I got my number one guard halfway open, and I'm going to be setting in my second guideline. Alright, so here I got my half guard halfway open, and now I'm going to be blending that line. Here I'm going to be closing the lever all the way down and finish blending that line. Guys, here I'm just letting you guys know to use that lever. Make sure you're always playing with the lever. That way you guys will get that blend that you're looking for. Alright, here I got my 1.5 guard all the way open, and I'm going to be making my third guideline. And I'm doing this in a flick out motion, so when you're passing the clipper, make sure you're flicking out. Alright, now I'm going to be using my 1 guard all the way open, and I'm going to start blending that 1.5 guard. Now we're just going to be playing with that lever until we blend that guideline. Guys, it's important to use those corners, so make sure you're always using those corners. As you can see, that's what I'm doing while I'm blending. Alright, now we're going to be using the number 2 guard all the way open. We're going to be doing it in a flick out motion to blend that dark area. And most of the time, I'm always using the corners. The reason I like using the corners is because it's a lot easier for me to blend and it gives it a smoother transition. So I missed it on the camera, but here I switched to the 1.5 guard. I'm just going to be playing with the lever until I blend the line. Alright, so here I switched to the 1.5 guard all the way open. Just going to be using those corners and playing with the lever until I blend the line. Alright guys, the blend is almost done. Now I'm just doing detailed work. Remember not to forget your detailed work, it is very important. Guys, I wanted to make sure I kept the video in the original speed just so you guys can follow along easier. That blend is looking clean, man. That's what I do. Stop playing with me. Nah, I'm playing, bro. Remember to stay humble, man. So that blend is almost done. Now let's hop to the back taper. Alright guys, here I got my trimmer and I'm going to be setting up my first guideline. Guys, make sure you guys do those guidelines nice and straight. You don't want it to be crooked because that can mess up your blend. Alright, here we're going to be using our shaver. Alright, now we're going to be setting up our first guideline with our lever all the way open. So we're going to be going up about 1/2 inch in each of our guidelines. Alright, now we're going to close the lever halfway and start smoothing out that line. Guys, I'm just playing with that lever until I blend the line. So make sure that you open and close that lever until the line fades. Alright, now we're going to be using that number 1 guard all the way open and setting up our second guideline. Alright, here we got our 1/2 guard halfway open, and we're going to start blending that second guideline. All right, now we're gonna close the lever all the way and blend the guideline. All right, here we're gonna grab the number 1 guard all the way open. We're gonna be using our corners to blend that dark area. All right, here we're just gonna be playing with the lever to make sure that we take out that dark area. And don't forget to use those corners because they're very important. All right, so here I switched to my half guard and I'm just playing with the lever so I could take out that line. As you can see, the blend is done. Now we're just doing a little bit of detailed work and we're gonna be moving on to the next step. All right, here we're just gonna be using the number 2. We're gonna be passing it behind the ear, just so it's easier to do this lineup. I'm gonna be passing this guard in a flick out motion, just because I don't wanna create a harsh line. All right, here we're gonna grab our trimmer, start doing that lineup. Remember guys, you always want to keep that lineup natural. You don't want to push it in because that grow back will be ugly. And there you guys have it, nice and natural. And that's like the best way that you can do a behind the ear lineup. All Alright guys, right here I'm just gonna speed this up because this is the exact same thing as the first step that we did on the other side. So I'm gonna be speeding this up and just let you guys watch. It's kind of cool seeing that come along, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna speed this up too just because I already showed you guys this on the other side. Alright guys, now we're gonna be grabbing our blade and we're gonna be gliding it smooth through the surface of the skin. Remember guys, take your time. Don't force anything you're not comfortable with. This will all come with time, guys. All of this takes practice and dedication, and you have to be consistent. So, if you work hard, you'll get here someday too. And yes, your boy learned how to use a blade with both hands. Stop playing with me. But yeah, just make sure you stretch the skin, pull the ear, just so it's a lot easier to get in between those tight areas. Guys, make sure you shave those neck hairs, man. Don't be leaving your client with those neck hairs. That shit looks ugly. Do the best you can. Your clients will appreciate it. Make sure you master your craft. Practice makes improvement, and that's the only way you're gonna get better. Keep on practicing every single day. If you keep on pushing, you'll get where you want to be someday. You just gotta believe in yourself, so keep that in mind. Guys, another thing, always move your client's head where you want it to be. Place his head where you want it, and that will make things a lot easier. Alright, here we're just gonna start the lineup nice and simple. Make sure you don't push it back, keep it natural. And yeah, that's it, man. Just follow along. Alright, here we're going to be doing some razor work on the lineup. Like I said, take it easy. Since you're working with a sharp blade here, you never want to rush this process. You want to take it easy because if you don't, you will cut the client. So yeah, this is my first time showing you guys how to do a beard. I'm just gonna be lining it up with the razor. It's very simple. Just make sure you stretch the skin and glide your razor through it. By the way, I'm doing a dry shave. I'm not using any shave gel. I do use shave gel, but in this case I didn't use it because my client doesn't need it. By stretching his skin, it just makes it a lot easier to line up the beard. Alright, here I'm going against the grain with the razor. It just makes the beard look a lot crispier. So yeah, doing the exact same thing on this side. Pulling the skin and passing the razor. Barbers, don't ever forget to shave your client's neck after the haircut. This part is very important. Alright guys, look at the before. And now check out the after. Woo! That came out super clean, man. If you like the haircut, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, share, comment. If any of you guys ever want to book an appointment with me, you can check me out on Squire. All you gotta do is look me up on Instagram and hit that link in the bio, and that will show all my availability. Guys, I'm located at 404 Central Avenue. Come check me and my guys out. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.